Johnny Dumbbell, what's good, fam?
All right, Uncle Bill. Hey, we had a great show Monday. So this week's gone pretty quick and pretty slow at the same time. But been a few days since we got to talk to you nephews. We're here to talk to you again, show you a little bit about what not to look for, what to look for out there in the cyber world of online dating. They still say cyber.
Johnny, you can say whatever you want. You age yourself about a dozen times every episode.
Hey, listen,
and I just let you know with it, big dog.
I earned every gray on this head, and I'm not dying
it. Hey, so what's up, fam? We got Bumble tonight, right?
We do.
We're breaking down the ladies' profiles for our nephews. So you know what that means? We're gonna see a lot of capping. We're gonna see a lot of fluff, and we're gonna cut through all of it for them, right?
Matter of fact, I got that button ready to roll.
All right. All right, give me just a second. I'll get Bumble up, or we'll start rocking with it tonight. You know what? Before we get started, Johnny, go ahead and introduce yourself for everybody that's going to catch us on the replay.
All right, for all 12 of you watching, and then some of you who don't know, I'm Johnny Dumbbell. I am a personal trainer and life coach out here at beautiful Pittsburgh. What I'm here to do is I'm here to share my successes, but mostly my failures, because believe me, I've struck out way more times than I've knocked it out of the park. Especially when it comes to things like self-respect, self-discipline, self-confidence, self-improvement, women in relationships, personal development and improvement. By that, I mean physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, however you want to call it. Here's the thing, guys, the disclaimer I give you every single time. Young men, I was once one of you. If you are thinking about doing something and it seems reckless, stupid, foolishly expensive, could possibly cost you a lot of money or a lot of dignity, or in most cases, a little bit of both, do us a favor, do yourselves a favor, do your families and your communities a favor. Leave us a comment, send us an email. Talk to us first, because chances are, if any of those circumstances apply, or even could be a small voice in your head, one of us has probably done it, probably give you a great story or three about why you shouldn't do what you're thinking of doing. In short, we're the uncles the entire family talks about, but if you talk to us, you'll learn a lot about our screw-ups.
Well said, Johnny. Hey, you got a fan in the chat, Johnny. She's saying hello to you.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, well, to that end, I talk a lot about self-discipline. Yeah, that was Rachel. So I talk a lot about self-discipline and what it means to grow. And to do that, you have to experience a certain amount of discomfort. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, because nephews, let me tell you, that's where the real growth lies. When you don't want to go to the gym, when you don't want to go to court, when you don't want to go to a calling hours, but everybody wants to be a man till it's time to be one. You force yourself to do it. You do the things that are difficult for you to do. And that's where the real growth is going to lie for you, nephews. Take it from me.
Yeah, that was a good, healthy, Hey.
So, and if you
that was a good, healthy dose of it,
let us know in the comments. We'll get back to you. We also have a show on Monday where you guys can write in and ask questions. Johnny Dumbbell's info is in the bio. Make sure you subscribe to his channel if you're not already. Johnny actually has two different channels. One of them's for fitness. The other one is to help teach you nephews some game.
Yeah, that's part of the Tough Love channel we run here, and that's what we do.
And that's what it is. It's all love here. We love you all, but sometimes that means tough love. So sometimes, nephews, we got to call you out on your shit. Sorry. It's just how it is. We wouldn't be your favorite uncles if we didn't.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Let's get to the bumbling. That's why we're here tonight. Let's look for some lovely ladies. So give me just 1 second.
Oh, wait. I haven't done this in a while. Let's get ready to bumble! We need a crowd cheer after that, but I don't have the right kind here.
All right. Now it should be coming up on your screen. Can you see Michelle?
Just a sec. I got on the big screen.
Yeah, man. See, that's the second time you aged yourself. You're just putting on them old band glasses, huh?
There's no way without these.
All right. Well, look, I'm working on something. OBS. Hopefully, I'll have it up by next week. It's gonna make the screen a lot bigger. It's gonna clear up a lot of the problems we're having with the Bumble show. Because I don't like how we have to flip back and forth between the screens. There's easier ways to do this. That being said, Michelle, 51, gentlemen. Now, Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that a wedding ring? Is that her left hand?
It's hard to say. Sometimes these cameras, they take a mirror image. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, I mean, if that is the left hand, I would say that definitely looks like some sort of a ring of commitment.
Well, it looks like she's using the forward-facing camera, and usually when you're using the forward-facing camera, it doesn't mirror an image. That's when you're using the front, the one that the screen one.
That could be her right hand.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Whatever.
Okay. About Michelle. Well, Johnny, it says here that there's no bio.
Oh.
Now, look. Okay, nephews, let me break this down for you and explain this to you. When there's no bio, when a woman just takes a couple pictures from her camera roll and adds them to a dating profile and doesn't give you too much about her, that kind of puts you at a disadvantage because you got to understand something. Your time is the most valuable resource that you have, and you shouldn't be wasting it on a woman based on her looks. What you should be doing is looking for compatibility with women. So I need to know a little bit about her to know if I'm compatible with her, to see if I want to waste my time on her. Because look, when you meet a lot of women like I do, and you go out on a lot of dates, you don't always enjoy them. So, I mean, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And just because she looks a certain way doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy a date with her. But nope. She does give me a little indication here. She says, hopefully you're also really into working out and enjoying dogs. And you know what?
Bless that bit.
Johnny, I like both of them. I like working out and I like dogs. And I'll tell you, nephews, this too. If you want to experience real love in your life, get yourself a dog. That dog's going to love you no matter what. It's going to be so loyal. It's going to be so happy to see you. You guys are looking for love in all the wrong places. Instead of trying to find love between a woman or even between her legs, you should be looking for love in yourself or in like a dog, a nice, loyal companion, always happy to see you.
Shout out to baby girl.
Shout out to baby girl.
Bless that bit.
Yeah, she's a cool dog, man.
All right. I've been challenging myself to be more cautious on the guys I'm dating on these apps.
So she's challenged herself. No, hold on. I like that.
No. I like that because
I do. I challenged myself is probably the
myself to
even though that was like a preset, like precursor to a sentence. I like that that's how she chose to end it. Because we got to challenge ourselves to do better than we did before. Now, especially as guys, we've gone through those relationships where we came out of it going, my God, why the hell did I do that? Why did I do it this way? Why did I do it that way? Well, it's because you did not challenge yourself to be better than that circumstance. Your circumstances in these situations are not greater than you. You've got to be greater than them. You've got to know that you ultimately make the decision, whether in or out of the relationship, as to whether or not it goes, And well, I think we all learn that as we go on and we go through these things.
Now, I like that she says she's trying to be more cautious on the guys that I'm dating on these apps. Okay, because it tells me that she actually goes out on dates with guys from the apps, first of all. So if I were to match with her, I'm sure she would agree to meet me. But being more cautious,
that means if there's an attraction, she'll actually not be a pen pal. She'll go, she'll meet you.
Being more cautious means that gives us a little clue too, doesn't it, Johnny? That means she's been a little reckless with guys on these dating apps, perhaps, huh?
It could be, yeah. And I think a lot of us are. A lot of people, when I was on the apps, those kinds of things really haven't changed, and that's what it really. I'm not going to say that's what it really sounds like, but it could definitely be part of the meaning behind that. Yeah.
Okay, so she can be reckless. All right, let me just wrap my mind around this. She drinks socially. She likes to work out. She can be reckless, and she goes out with dates with guys from this app.
Bless that bitch.
Johnny, if I had a magic,
she's hot, she parties, and she actually meets up.
I would say signs are looking good.
My
dream is to win the lottery.
I'm not a big fan of the no bio paragraph, but I mean, as long as these answers aren't multiple choice, I think I'm okay with what we're hearing here. As far as at least a swipe.
I don't like the no bio either. And if it wasn't for her putting these questions, these prompts in here and answering them, I wouldn't be interested in her at all. We talk about this every week. I have standards for how I date. I especially have standards for how I date online. And I don't care how a woman looks. If she's not putting something in her profile, I'm just not interested in going out with her. Try again, boo.
Know where the substance is. Yep.
All right. Her dream is to win the lottery.
Hey.
Bro, I don't know. I'm on the fence about this. So, hey, what's up, chat? What do you guys think in the chat? You think I should swipe right? You think I should swipe left? Let your favorite uncle know. Brandy says dogs are cheaper. Hey, Brandy, you know how many women I go out on dates with and then they pay for the date? They just have such a good time and they just... Okay, here's the thing. When you meet a woman...
Still shows a little leg, you know.
No, here's the thing, Johnny. When you meet a woman... They want to show you their value outside of the bedroom. So oftentimes they'll break out their pocketbook, pull out their debit card, and pay for the date that you just had. They'll say, oh no, hey, let me get this one. So that happens quite a bit. So dogs are cheaper. I'm not so sure. I don't know. All right. She says, some women like to treat a man. Hey, Rachel, that's right. Like I said, you women like to show us your value outside of the bedroom, and you treat us very well. I appreciate each and every one of you that treat me well.
It would be rude of us to say no.
All right. So, all right, Rachel, what do you think? You think I should swipe left on this profile? You think I should swipe right on her? You think she's going to take me out to eat? You think she's going to be cooking me dinner for a second date? What's up?
Taco Bell?
No, absolutely not. I would not eat that, Johnny. You got to be kidding me.
For real. Put cheese on Johnny, everything.
I talk about this all the time, how I'm addicted to self-improvement. All right. Rachel's
you don't like cheese-like substances?
All right, Rachel, swipe left. I might get on board with that, but I'd like to know why. Because Brandy's saying what's to lose here. So I'm agreeing with, I'm kind of, ladies, I'm on the fence. I could go out with her. I could not go out with her. I think maybe we should let Johnny Dumbbell have the final decision on this one.
I'm going to go ahead and say, I think there's enough substance in the question she answered. And it could just be that because she answered those questions that maybe she felt the actual paragraph wasn't necessary because she gave enough information in her answers. Whether or not that is really in the eyes of the beholder. In our case, I think we're seeing an active woman, albeit a few years older, but someone who's taking care of herself and somebody who, whether or not she looks that great or not, isn't really so much the point as she's practicing a regular regimen of self-care. And we know that because we're going through the answers to these questions. She does her thing to stay active and stay fit. I'm going to go ahead and say, I still think you're going to want to have a conversation, but I would say maybe go right and see what that conversation brings.
All right, we'll go ahead and go right on this one, Johnny. All right, hold on. Let me hop over. We'll preview the next one. That's one. Okay, just so everybody in the chat is aware, Johnny Dumbbell is very goal-oriented. And Johnny sets goals for me. So he wants me to swipe on 3 profiles every week because my guy wants to see all of us get the girl. And that's why we do this, nephews. We want to see y'all get the girl. If you're having trouble getting a girl, let us know in the comments. We got you. We'll get back to you, nephews.
We'll either show you how to do it or why you shouldn't bother.
All right, we got a call-in number 2. If any of you have questions about some of these profiles, some of the things we say on the podcast, let us know. I love to elaborate. I often over elaborate because, hey, I take one of those meat pills every day. In fact, I don't even got it up there. I had to take that meat pill today, Johnny.
He elongates the elaboration.
All right, give me just a second here. Let me preview this next profile. Now, the reason we have to preview these profiles is because not all the ladies are as cautious as some, and some, they put their children in the profiles. And I don't, even though these are public dating profiles, some of the platforms we stream on have certain community guidelines when it comes to sharing children on your stream, as they should. So we skip right over those profiles and we just completely leave them out of the show. So that means I have to preview each profile before we share it. So I'm not sharing something that we shouldn't be, because, hey, after all, we love and respect YouTube, and they're promoting our message to each of these young men of self-love, self-improvement, and a vetting process for the women that you allow into your life. So we want to adhere to their guidelines so we could do that. All right, Johnny, I think we're good on this next profile.
All right, here we go. I feel like that should be our transition every time.
Hey, you're good, bro. All right, we got Jenna. She's 40. All right, nephews, tell me this. There are 3 ladies in the first profile picture. Which one of them do you think is Jenna? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's check this out. We got a bio here, Johnny.
All right.
All right. Now, look, don't get too excited, nephews, because there's typically a lot of fluff in these, and that's why we do this. We teach you to read between the lines. There's certain subtleties and nuances when it comes to their dating profiles. And Johnny and I are always talking about, you can take all this stuff, ball it up, and throw it in the trash when they meet a man they're sexually attracted to. And which is why we tell you guys so much to work on yourselves, be the best version of yourself possible, and make yourself attractive to women, and not chase them, not pursue them, attract them to you. All right, Johnny, let's get into this. About Jenna. She says, I work hard, laugh easily, and have zero tolerance for drama. I'm someone who values deep connections, or excuse me, I'm someone who values deep conversations, real connection, and quality time. Looking for someone emotionally mature, kind, and ready for real things. Bonus points if you're good at planning dates or can make me laugh. What do you think, Johnny?
So she says she laughs easily. So that's good that she's requiring that you make her laugh. That's actually kind of I feel like that's going to be a good one to push. Now, I like what she says. I think it seems kind of pretty commonplace as to what these ladies are saying they're looking for. But at the same time, I think it at least shows that she took the time to write the bio. She took the time to to put that together. And I don't think what she's asking for is ho-hum boring. I'm not saying that at all. I mean, I think it's what a lot of people are looking for. But by kind of listing those particular things that she's looking for, she does tell us a little bit about herself in doing so. So yeah, I mean, I would say let's read on. What else we got?
Well, we'll get there. I don't like that I have zero tolerance for drama. Like, that should go without saying. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
No, I'm kind of with you on that, because every girl I've ever had tell me that was exactly the type that not only enjoyed but created drama. Yes.
You to tell me you don't have any tolerance for drama. I need you to show me that. Exactly. You are what you do, not what you say you do, boo. Right. Come on. So, all right. I also don't like deep conversations. And we talk about this too. Yep. A lot of time, y'all talk yourself out from smashing. Like, she'll be initially attracted to you. She'll think, he's got it going on. Girl, he can get it. And you get into a deep conversation, and that's why you take that L.
And we got ladies viewing us right now. Let's just see a show of hands. How many times have you been with a guy who could have gotten it and talked himself right out of it? Just show of hands.
I would love
if you got a story, great. But I mean, show of hands is just fine.
Put that in the comments. How many times a guy has talked himself out of it?
Or if you have a great story or great example of it, we'd love to see it.
So I'm a little late on your comment there, Rachel. I got to get these on the stage, and then I'll be able to see them quicker. Brandy says 5 out of 10. Half of them. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that. I'm actually surprised it's that low.
Okay. Yeah, Rachel says actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely. We talk about that all the time.
She says so many. Okay. So now that the ladies have backed up a little bit about what we're saying here, let's get back to the profile, because I'm just trying to tell you guys that you talk yourself out of it. Like, they'll want to give it to you. You fall for this. Okay. Because here's the thing. And respect to you, ladies. I know exactly why you do this. Ladies got to throw you guys off the scent. They're never going to give you the blueprint. They're never going to give you the cheat code, how to pull them. You're expected to know that as a man. Like I was just talking about a few minutes ago, you have to attract these women to you. So that being said, there's certain things in this profile, Johnny. Let me get back to it. I'll give you an example. All right. Deep conversations, real connection, and quality time. The quality time I like because I don't have quantity time. The little bit of time that I do have available that I'm not already prioritized is definitely quality time with a woman. Looking for someone emotionally mature. What does that mean to you, Johnny?
Honestly, I feel like that is such a wide spectrum of things to different people. I feel like that's extremely subjective. And that's why I have an issue with the vagueness of this particular paragraph, because I understand where she's coming from when she's requesting this. But I think that if you're going to ask for something like emotional maturity, I would love to see at least some sort of an example or some kind of, I'm not asking her to write a term paper here, but I do want to know what she thinks emotional intelligence is.
Okay.
And what constitutes the lack thereof, because I think that's more what she's thinking when she puts that.
I also got to tell you, nephews, from reading his bio, the bar is set pretty low here. It says bonus points if you're good at planning dates or can make me laugh. Those should be like bare minimum. Like Johnny and I talk about this all the time. When you engage a woman in conversation, you should already have your date, where you want to take her in your head already. You shouldn't be asking her where she wants to go, what she likes to do. So if you were listening to your uncles, if you were subscribed to our channels, if you were learning some game, you would already be good at planning dates. And
because here's the other thing. Yeah.
As far as making her laugh, Johnny, tell him about that.
There's a deeper level to both of those things. Because number one, while we know that the ability to plan a date is a basic skill, what does that signify? Your ability to plan a date doesn't mean, hey, I'll meet you on Wednesday at 7 and we'll decide what we're doing. No, he's saying, I'm going to go ahead and pick you up at 7. We're going to go ahead and hit Nicholas for a cup of coffee. By the way, Nicholas in Market Square, Pittsburgh, best coffee in the city. We're going to go do this and that. And I thought maybe we'd take a walk around through PPG Place and see what's going on over by the fountain. Right there. You've got a specific plan. You have taken the lead. That's something that she wants to be able to see. She wants to be able to look to a leader in the relationship. Now, once you become the person that can lead, she wants to make sure you can make her laugh. A leader that can make her laugh. Why? Because laughter is, in its truest form anyway, an uncontrollable reaction to something deliberately done. Now, class, ladies, in the comments, can you give me another example of something that a man can do that you enjoy that you maybe not are able to control? We can't say it because algorithm, but
all right. Well, look, we shouldn't expect the ladies to like I was saying. There's some fluff in the.
Hey, we're trying to help these young guys out.
The blueprint. They got to throw you off the scent. But it's on you to know how to conduct yourself as a man, and planning dates and making them laugh and having them being very playful and giving them a pleasurable, memorable experience. Bro, that should be like the bottom line for your game. That should be the bare minimum.
I mean, otherwise, how would you even gotten the date in the first place? How would you even gotten her to say, sure, I'll meet you somewhere?
All right. It says here, I get way too excited about finishing a product, toothpaste, shampoo, lotion, etc. It's so satisfying.
Especially when you squeezed every last bit out of it and know you got your money's worth. Absolutely.
Oh, you're on board with that?
Oh,
you find that satisfying too, finishing a product?
I don't know. See, it depends on what it is, though. I mean, I guess not everything. I guess not all
at the bottle of the conditioner. I'm ready to just throw that away and pop open a new one, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to water it down. Yeah, that's a little different story.
Let's see what else we got in here. Hopefully, you're also really into traveling. I've got so many places I want to see, and I would love to experience them with a partner. I don't know, Johnny. I caution you guys about traveling with women. Okay. And that's because things don't always go according to plan when you travel. So you need to know how to handle yourself under pressure. And if you do, and this is what we teach you guys, how to be solution based. There is a solution for everything. Right now, you have to ask your favorite uncles for it. But after you're subscribed to our channels, after you've been learning from us, after you've been liking the shorts, you've been getting these downloads, you'll be able to do this stuff on your own, nephews. All right. So my point is that traveling with women can be very difficult, and I wouldn't recommend it, at least for not more than one night for the first year. So,
least, yeah.
And look, I tell you guys, you should vet these women for 12 months before you make them your girlfriend. So you shouldn't be going out of town for more than one night with any woman that's not your girlfriend, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that I mean, I've heard so many ways that has ended badly and so few ways that it's ended well.
All right, let's see what else we got here. My personal hell is sitting on the couch every day. Life is meant to be lived.
Bless that bitch.
I don't even sit on the couch. I got way too much stuff to do. You catch me in a little chair here more than a couch anytime.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to have an active lifestyle with somebody. And, one of the things, like, I've had relationships like that in the past where, she was an active type even in the wintertime. And I'm kind of a wuss in the cold, but it kind of got me off my ass in the wintertime. It got me outside in like 15-degree weather and enjoyed, being active and doing those things that I was going to be doing in the summer anyway. Just with a lot more clothing. But yeah, I mean, it's good to have somebody that can kind of be that accountability activity partner if that's what you're looking for. Now, I know not everybody's looking for a partner that, is into fitness or is into these kinds of things. But, I think for those that are, I think this is a pretty good, concise explanation of what she's at least into and, to a certain degree expected.
I'm on the fence about this one too, Johnny. Good look, there she is at the pyramids. I don't have too much of a problem with her profile. I mean, there's nothing in here that makes me think that she's trying to finesse men out of stuff. There's nothing in here that makes me think she's going to be a crash out. Like, this is a pretty solid profile.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a side of her that's going to crash out, she was at least smart enough to hide it.
So when you first meet women, it's like you're meeting their representative. You're not meeting the real them. So this is how she's presenting herself. It's not bad.
I think we all kind of play a character from day-to-day life, no matter what it is we do, especially at work. I mean, you got a customer-facing job. Believe me, you play a character.
All right, here's the big thing. She's 40 miles away from me. I'm going to have to pass on this one. I'm not willing to put in the effort to date somebody that lives that far away from me. All right, give me a second. We will preview this next one.
She goes down.
Yeah. And it'd be like that sometimes. All right, let me check out April.
What could have been?
All right. Now, here's what we're not doing, nephews. We're not picking only the women that I'm into. We are going through these profiles random as they pop up. And that's because Johnny and I we're here to help men of all ages. You young cats, guys in your 30s that may be coming out of a failed marriage, some of you older guys looking to get back into the dating game now that your kids are a little bit older. We got you covered, okay? So
especially if you've been tied.
Go ahead, John. Sorry.
Especially if you've been tied down since your 20s, when at that same age we were learning those hard lessons, you were probably already wifed, hitched up and everything like that. So there's a lot of you guys that are coming out of these marriages, unfortunately, and I'm sorry to hear that, but you're kind of starting back at that 21, 25 age range when it comes to, that ability to kind of get out there and know what you're doing. And, so now you're making the kind of mistakes we made, but you're making them at our age, and that's okay. That happens, man. And you're probably, if you're one of those guys, you're confused as to why your results are the way they are. And I'm glad you're here if that's the case.
All right. So that being said, we're going to go through all these profiles and not just ones that I want to date. Let's put it like that. Okay, this is another woman who looks like she's wearing a wedding ring to me. Look, I don't have a problem with that. Especially if they're in an open marriage, you have the husband's permission. I mean, it's all love here.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you grow up and you realize how much more common that is than you thought it was the first time you ever heard of it.
Wow, Johnny, the stories I could tell you would get us banned from you, brother.
Yeah, screw the algorithm.
All right. Yeah, that's going to be like a Rumble only talk one day. Hey, shout out to Rumble. And I love my audience over on Rumble. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate your support. I keep growing on Rumble. Johnny, I keep growing on Facebook. I keep growing on YouTube. And I love each and every one of you for supporting my channel. I appreciate you all.
Yeah, I'm not on Rumble, but I did see how many views there were, and I appreciate that, guys. It's awesome.
All right, Johnny, about April, it says, I'm fun. I have 2 teen boys that live at home, co-parenting well. My friends describe me as funny, loyal, and consistent.
Bless that bitch.
All right.
If there's a
I'm going to tell you in a minute why I like that.
If there's a song on, I'm singing or drumming. If you're looking for a quick hookup, I'm not your girl. I value integrity, loyalty, hard work, and a golden heart over anything.
You know what my favorite part of all that is?
What?
Even if she's capping about it, I think it's great that she put that her friends would describe her as. She's not throwing out there, I think I'm, because she knows what that might come across sounding like, number one. But number two, I think that I feel like she's insightful enough to know that the reader is going to want to know how other people see her, how other people describe her. And I think that that's a really good perspective. I really like that she kind of put that in there in those particular words. The rest of it, yeah, I mean, pretty specific, pretty particular, to the point. But I would like to see, I think it's kind of good that she's got some eloquent wording in there. I'd like to see more of the profile, though. But yeah, I mean, I think she has some really good stuff in there.
Okay, well, what I don't like off rip is the company line. If you're looking for a quick hookup, I'm not your girl. Because Johnny, maybe she'll stand on business like that. But
you see that in so many profiles, you almost don't even see it.
I also have extensive experience with women, and I can't even tell you the number of times I've hooked up on a first date with a woman. So when they see her and tell me they're not, if you're looking for a quick hookup, I'm not your girl. That's until you meet me and you're the one looking for the quick hookup, honey. Then I can't keep you away from me.
Here's a cheat code, guys. I'm not saying this is 100% of the time. And I'm telling you, this does not work if you ask. I'm saying she would have to say this proactively without you saying a thing about it. If she proactively just says to you, I'm not sleeping with you tonight, I think she's, yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say in most cases, yeah, she is.
Johnny, I say that to women.
Yeah,
I told you I say that to women, Johnny. I tell them I'm not smashing them tonight.
And if she doesn't, she doesn't. I'm not saying it's 100% of the time. I'm just saying. Now, here's the thing. You can't have asked and you can't have tried at that point, because at that point, that throws everything out the window. I'm saying if she just comes right out unprovoked and says that, come on, man.
All right. Well, a golden heart over anything. Johnny, what would a guy with a golden heart be to you?
A guy, I think what she means by a guy with a golden heart is I want you to make sure that you do everything that I ask you to do until I lose respect for you. Now, to be fair, maybe she's looking for somebody who's compassionate, not unlike her previous ex or whatever it might be. Maybe she's looking for somebody who's, and with a well-written paragraph like that, the argument could be made that she's just looking for someone who can actually, fit that. But see, heart of gold again is a very vague statement. I mean, if she said to me, if she said instead, someone who's capable of empathy, communication, and mutual respect, all right, great. Now, see, that's something we can work with. Heart of gold. Yeah, heart of gold. Does that mean I have a heart of gold as in buy me a Mercedes, or does that mean heart of gold as in listen to me and understand why I'm telling you this, and then respond accordingly?
Let's see what else we got here about. Let's see what we got here about April. Says she drinks frequently. I mean, she'd meet me for a drink. She's 5'2". I do like petite women. If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. It says Jersey Shore. Bruh. Look. Okay, so I can't rock with this at all. Look, I had a chick I was rocking with for a while earlier this year, and she used to watch Bad Girls Club, and the woman would be so toxic after watching that. I just couldn't. It's like an energy that, like, I'm real positive. Dude. I don't like negative energy. I feel like if she's been watching Jersey Shore, she's I don't know, bro.
Do you remember when we were working at that place out in Austin town, the bar that had the internet place attached to it right next door?
Yeah. Okay,
so during that time, remember, that was when I was going through my initial separation. And you know what I used to get into when I was sitting there watching TV while I was like working at the internet place, was I had Jersey Shore on there. I had to see what everybody thought was so cool about it. I mean, most of what I was seeing was reruns anyway. And it was so stupid that I couldn't look away. It was like a big stupid accident that you don't want to look at, but you keep looking at. Yeah, don't watch that, guys.
Yeah, I don't watch reality TV. I don't really watch any TV.
It was so stupid that I liked it. That's the sad part.
Wow. All right. My character flaw is I overthink everything.
Oh, boy.
You know what, Johnny, though? That's pretty common in women. A lot of them have 47 open tabs going on inside their head at any time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more of like the multitasking. I think that's having a lot of different things on your mind. But I think with overthinking, I've kind of seen that girl before, if that's what she's trying to say. And it's the one where it's like, okay, I'm not saying don't bottom line a person's actions, but, if somebody gets up and goes to get a drink of water, it's not because they don't want to sit next to you anymore. And I don't want you overthinking that. I mean, I think if it's to a degree that she's willing to admit it, if it's to a degree where she's willing to admit it in a profile that is meant to impress someone enough to message her, then it sounds like it's enough of a problem that she's like, right, okay, dude, right off the bat, you're going to need to know this. Yeah, that I can appreciate. That I can appreciate, but I think that I got to tell you, I've just seen too many scenarios like that to swipe right.
The world would be a better place with more empathetic people. All right. We see that quite often, too.
Line, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying she's wrong, but it's a pretty common thing.
All right. So, look, this is not the right woman for me. But if some of y'all wanted to date her, if y'all wanted to watch Jersey Shore with her, if you have a heart of gold, then swipe right on her. Me, I'm going to pass on this one, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of like unsweetened iced tea. It's not very much ice.
All right, let's see what Bumble has next for us. Give me just a second to preview it.
Almost forgot that time.
All right.
By the way, guys, once again, in the comments, I got one. If anybody here has any like, I don't care if it's good, bad, indifferent, but any kind of unique dating experience that came from online dating, particularly Bumble, but I mean, I don't care what it is. If you have a really awesome online dating story, I'd love to see it in the comments.
Appreciate that. All right. I got it, Johnny. Let's rock with this one. Can you see Kristen?
Wheeling just a sec here.
All right, we got Kristen, 33. About Kristen, divorced single mom of 2, older kids, not babies. Bookworm, love my career in special education. I've gotten into working out in the last 6 months.
Bless that bitch.
Still far.
I mean, I'm never going to say that's bad. That's great.
Yeah, still far from fit, but feeling strong and happy. Anti-church, not anti-religion. Very liberal and politically focused. Kindness is not a weakness. Rarely drinks.
We brought politics onto a
All
dating
right, so
profile.
bro, that's where she lost me too, is the politics. I mean, the religion too, kind of, but she's just putting that out there that she's anti-church, not anti-religion.
I think Randy Jackson put it best when he said, "That's going to be a no from me, dog."
Yeah, very liberal and politically focused. Bruh. That makes me think she's not going to have enough time and to dedicate to me and the things that I need. So,
well, I don't even care about that. It's just that I don't want that to be a basis of a relationship.
No, I don't even, bro. Here's the thing.
Gotta be.
All right, I don't talk about this all the time, nephews, but your uncle's going to give you a little bit of game here. Let me get the screen. Okay. I don't consider myself a Republican or a Democrat. I am an American.
We're not rich
I
enough
don't really
for either
care
one.
what the Republicans are doing or the Democrats are doing. And I've made a lot of poor choices in my life. I'm also a convicted felon. So there's a lot of rights that I don't have. So there's things that the right and the left are arguing about, and neither one of them are going to go hard for me. So I don't care about them. I'm focused on me, my goals, the things that I want to accomplish, and most importantly, my family, because that's why I do everything that I do is for my family and for my nephews out there like y'all watching. So I'm not politically affiliated at all. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an American. And I'll tell you, nephews, if you're going out on dates with women, especially ones you're meeting online, don't talk about politics. Like we were just talking about, and the women in the chat were saying, y'all talk yourself out of smashing, and that's how you do it. Start talking about how you're politically affiliated. Start talking about what you believe in. Start saying the wrong thing, and then you can say bye-bye to an intimate encounter with that woman you're sitting next to. Or talking with
if you met a
because look, a lot of you guys don't get to the point where you're having dates. You fumble in the messages.
Oh, man. Yeah. And you know how we know? Because we've done that.
All right. Rachel says she met a guy on Plenty Fish. The first night we met, he came and visited me at work. Long story short, we actually became friends. Sometimes it doesn't work out as a relationship, but better as a friendship.
I was kind of hoping for something a little crazier than that.
Okay, Rachel. Listen, it's all love and respect here, and I love the comment, and I appreciate it so much, but you were initially into him enough to have him come meet you the very first night you met. So there was something you initially liked about him. He just brought too much friend energy and not enough. What's the word I'm looking for, Johnny? I don't want to say boyfriend energy, but friend with benefits energy. He brought too much best friend energy and not enough friends with benefits energy. So, hey, look, I'm glad you got a good friendship out of that, but it doesn't work out for a lot of guys.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the whole thing. I think that's kind of one of those situations where, a lot of those online relationships, especially, I don't know about lately because I haven't online dated forever, but I think initially those, well, I don't want to say initially, but at that time there was pretty general consensus across all the apps. It was like, all right, no, this is for hookups, and if something develops, great,
All right, Stacy says, I do think you have to be evenly yoked politically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually, but don't start off with the deep stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what Stacy's talking about, nephews, is being compatible with the woman that you're talking to. So absolutely, she's on point with that. The only thing I would challenge her on is evenly yoked financially, because I can tell you from my own experience, if I got $1 in my pocket and I'm with a woman who has $100, then we got $101 together, and we're just gonna have a good time. So I don't necessarily think it has to be evenly yoked financially, but hey, we each have our own standards, and if that's how Stacy's rocking, then hey, I salute her for it. But I'm just telling you, in my experience, a lot of women don't have that standard, I guess is what I'm saying. And then hold on, we got Brandy too. She said Yahoo dating.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
She says Yahoo dating. Hold on.
That was when you met somebody. She gave you her address, and you used Yahoo Directions or MapQuest. And you printed that shit out, and you drove to meet up. Man, those were the days right there. Jeez, oh man.
I met my sons. I have two.
By the way, that kid was the age that I'd like to go back and grab him and smack him and tell him not to do so many of the things he did back then.
What, 23-year-old Johnny Dumbbell?
2021-year-old was worse. He was a dumpster fire. Oh, man.
I was already getting locked up at 23. I had already done a little bit of time.
Oh, no, I was just busy doing stupid stuff.
We went out, we clicked instantly. I've been talking to him for 2 years on occasion. We were together 7 years until I got blown off for the job. I'd have to know a little bit more about that, Brandy, about being blown off for the job, and that's not something.
I gotta tell you, I misread those last few words. I misread those last few words, like, and I had to read it again. Like, look, got it.
Algorithm.
Like, wait, John. Yeah, I do need an elaboration here. Let's go.
All right, let's get back to Kristen here, nephews.
Yeah.
It's all ladies tonight. Hey, thank you for showing us some love, ladies. We love it when you stop by. I appreciate
we swear
y'all so much.
Listen, we swear we do this for guys. So this is for young men. This is for, we really do. But we also welcome the ladies. And hey, look, you guys, you want them to get hit to the game and let them have that open forum with us. You are getting stories, engagements, and conversation here in a way that you normally wouldn't. Join us. Come see our live stream. You get to converse with these ladies in the comments.
That's right, nephews. And I know y'all are out there because I look at my analytics. I see that I got 30,000 views recently on YouTube. I've seen that I've gotten 50,000 on Facebook. I've seen how many people are watching us over on Rumble and on the shorts that we post on TikTok, Instagram, and X. So tap in, ask your questions, and let me tell you something, nephews. If you think I'm capping about anything I say, then let me know in the comments, man. We can chop it up. A lot of times you probably just need me to provide some clarification because you're confused. Now back to the profile, Johnny.
Yeah.
She says, I'll never forget the time I had a tortilla slap battle. I haven't laughed out hard in a long time. All right, now if I was at a bar and I'm having a drink and she talks about tortilla slap battle, I'm gonna ask her to elaborate. But
yeah. Well, I have seen this before.
Oh, you've seen that? Because I have no idea what she's talking about. I don't put hands on women, and if I'm putting
no,
hands
you don't. You
ain't slapping them. I'm handling.
Apparently,
business.
You do it with a tortilla. I don't know that. I don't know that knocking them out is the object, because I don't think a tortilla is going to do that. I've only actually seen a few like TikTok and stuff like that they like moved over to YouTube. But apparently you take turns slapping each other with a tortilla. That's all I really know.
Like you put it in your hand, like the
no, meat, you hold the edge of it, and you got to slap with the actual tortilla part, not your hand.
Bro, that's so weird.
I don't know. That's literally all I've been able to gather from this.
All right,
we are officially old.
I don't want to talk about whirling things around and smacking people in the faces with it. And let's just
got people starving in third world countries. We're slapping each other with food.
Yeah, cool, whatever. We just shut up. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting rid of this one.
Do you agree or disagree?
No tortilla fights.
Should you care about other human beings, even if they are different than you? Look, I love everybody. I treat everybody with love and respect. And that's part of the reason why I had to take steps to kill my ego. So I wasn't using that ego when I met people, when I greeted people. So I treat everybody with love and respect, but I trust them to be themselves. So what does that mean? That means that I'm not going to let somebody be in a position just because I care about them to do something that's detrimental to me or mine.
Right.
So I love you. And a lot of times that means I love you enough to let you go, especially with some of the women I'm dealing with. So I do care about other human beings. I think you should treat everybody with love and respect, but you definitely need to have a line, because some people will take that love and take advantage of it and use it against you.
Well, remember, treating someone with love and respect doesn't mean you can have to continue treating them with generosity as well. You know, if that's something they can't handle, then that's something you don't provide.
What I do like is we got a full body pic here, and she's not showing off her butt. Now, look, here's the thing, nephews. I like attractive women too. I like women with a nice ass, but I don't like it when they're trying to show it off in a profile and get attention for it, because I want to connect with women intellectually. Okay, there's something I need intellectually to be intimate with a woman, to really enjoy myself with her. And I don't know, man. I'm just not.
Well, and whether she's our type or not, the fact is she's showing how she's shaped. And I think that's important to people who are on an app that, frankly, let's face it, the aesthetics do matter to a degree.
So there's a bit of honesty in this, because she's not just,
which like I think translates to confidence to a certain degree.
When all the pictures are from above, or as I like
to call it, the aerial view of the valley.
Right. So she's not doing that. So I want to give her a shout out there.
Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to call it from now on.
I'm on the fence about swiping on her, honestly. She's working out, far from fit. That's cool. I can work with that. I don't like the politically focused. That's probably what would make me say no.
See, that's
like if she took that out of the profile, Johnny, she might. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you can't unthrow the stone. We already know that about her now, and that's kind of where it's like, all right, well.
And I like this too. Together we could do the same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Bro,
love it.
That's some shit that I say. Like, shout out to her. That's some shit that I say. So if it wasn't for the political stuff, 33 years old, I like women in their mid-30s. I probably would have swiped on it. But hey,
in the brain too.
Yeah, but shout out to this woman for being open and honest, so I know to pass and not waste my time.
Right.
So if one of you nephews are very politically aligned with her, I'd say swipe right on her. All right.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes some people can handle it, or some people, are looking for that kind of relationship, and I don't get it, but I don't have to. All right, are we on to the next one?
Yeah, I got to preview it real quick. I want to make sure our lines are open in case any of the nephews want to call in with their questions. We got them. All right, nephews, here's the number if you need it. Call us and ask us anything you need to. All right, let me preview this next profile.
Now it's time for the. There, I missed time to laugh. I was all like comic book. I was all comic book craze for this one, so I got the Batman transition thing, And I mean, I'm wearing my Thor t-shirt. You know, I'm just kind of nerding it up tonight.
Hey, I got the Dirty Heads hat on. Shout out to Dirty Heads, California.
Oh, nice.
I went and saw a show of theirs last year and picked up the hat at the little merch tent. And I thought, man, I'll wear that on a podcast sometime. And it's been like a whole year and I ain't worn it, dog. And look, nephews, let me tell you something a little bit about swag. Hats have a shelf life. I know you can get sentimental to them. You can get attached to them. You might have went through some great times in a hat, but there is times to let that hat go and go get another. Throw it in the gutter, go get another. Let go. Stop having so much attachment in your life. Start doing that with your shoes and hats and stuff, and just get new ones. It's called swag, bro. Hats expire. Now you can say that. Well, now
especially if you're a Browns fan, this stuff goes on clearance eventually. Like week 8.
All right.
Love yins.
All right, Johnny. We got Donna. She's 41. And you know what I don't see here? A bio.
Bad Donna.
Hopefully you're also really into pets. Man, that's a horrible answer.
I mean, are we talking like a kitten or a spider? Because, I mean, it does make a difference.
My favorite quality in a person is a good sense of humor. What I'd really like to find is someone who could be my best friend and companion.
Question 1. Are all those hoodies that used to belong to an ex of hers?
Probably not. Look, this is so
Look, that's
boring.
the thing. I don't have a sense of attachment. You know how sad I'd be about all the hoodies I've lost over the years?
Oh, man. Hey, I recently lost one of my favorite hoodies. It wasn't my favorite hoodie. It was my second favorite hoodie. And I'll never see it again, man. Rest in peace.
This one chick took my Steelers, Penguins, and even my Riverhounds jerseys.
Hey, you know what? It's my fault because I'm the one who put it on her. She was a little cold, and I'm like, oh, here, I got you. Do being all chivalrous. Here, boo. I don't need you to be cold.
Good Lord.
So I put my little hoodie on her, and then she crashed out, and she was wearing it, and it just didn't make it.
That happens. Yeah. That's like the equivalent. It's not the equivalent, but it's kind of like leaving the house in anger, but you like left your keys behind.
Johnny, I wouldn't go have a drink with this woman if you paid me to. Look at her. Do I want that sitting next to me? Like, oh.
Yeah, like, I mean, I understand if there's people who don't like to smile for photos, and that's all fine and good, but I mean, this was like, imagine Janine from Ghostbusters, only she's having a bad day. That's what that kind of reminded me of. And it's not because she's not an attractive girl. She's an attractive girl. And I mean, I like that her other pictures are a little expressive. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to show us show us her RBF. I think maybe we all kind of have an RBF. Maybe that's hers. And she's like, hey, this is
not a bad one. The one that she led with. It's not a great one, but it's not a bad one.
I like she shows with and without the glasses.
And I generally like petite women with freckles. Mm-hmm. But man, like there's no swag. I don't know. I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm not feeling it. I don't really like the profile either. She didn't put much into it.
That's probably the biggest strike is that there really didn't seem to be an effort. And once again, if a woman is interested in you, particularly, young man, she's going to do things that are going to show an effort towards, making you know that she is interested in you. If a woman is interested in finding someone, she should be putting an effort into at least getting someone's attention on her profile. By not doing so, she's not putting the effort into at least putting a few descriptive words. I don't know what kind of an effort she would put into meeting me for drinks. No, I mean, I'd rather just save us both the time.
Since I never kept any ex's clothes, but I do have things my exes bought me. It's not sentimental.
Shoot.
It's called
Listen.
sense. Things cost money. Hey,
I still have a Pens jersey that was given to me by an ex, and I got to tell you, it's one of the most comfortable things I've ever worn in my life, and I would sleep in that in the wintertime. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so Stacey, you know what I have a lot of? When women really like you, they want to see you and stuff. Like they'll be out at the mall or whatever they're doing at their little day out shopping somewhere, and they'll be like, "Oh, William would look so good in this. Let me buy this for him." So they'll buy me clothes, they'll buy me a shirt, they'll buy me a hat, they'll buy me shoes.
That does happen.
And then things they don't work out with the woman. You know, we go our separate ways, but I still have these tokens of affection from my time with her. And I love that. Hey, and you know what? We were just talking about hoodies. My favorite hoodie is my Boss Mac hoodie. Shout out to Boss Mac. My favorite hoodie says
"Bless that bitch"
on it. And a female bought me that, man. And shout out to her for spending her hard-earned dough on that. Because them Boss Mac streetwear clothes are not cheap, Johnny.
The good stuff usually isn't, man.
Let's you want to do one more profile tonight, Johnny? I'm not going to hit that three mark that you want. We've been on for an hour. We can keep going for a little while longer, but
I think maybe look, there's nights we've had 4. I guess we can get away with the 2 once in a while.
Bro, last week I hit 6.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I did, and I got a cut. Listen, we'll talk off afterwards. All right, let me check.
Guys, you really ought to watch. You guys should watch the one from last Thursday because it was like you suck at bowling, but like you're really having a great game, except it's not up to us whether or not we find profiles we like. So we're not used to seeing like we're like, oh great, we got 3 and we celebrate that. This was 6, and we had a streak going for a minute, didn't we?
Yeah. All right, hold on. I can't show this one. Let me get another one. All right, you know what? I just found a great profile of what not to swipe on, Johnny. Let's run this one down.
Okay.
All right, nephews. Yep, time for you to take some notes. This is the kind of profile you guys should be avoiding. I'm going to let Johnny Dumbbell take the lead on this one. Can you see Christine, Johnny?
Not yet.
Okay, nice little boat pic. Where do you think she's at?
Am I right in saying it looks like a fjord?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like maybe Greece.
Doesn't look like a
island
ship.
of Patmos. She's on a ship.
Some place that I currently cannot afford to go.
She's on a yacht. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a yacht, but she's on an expensive looking boat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trolling a little bit. Let me turn down the
I guess again. I don't know. Who knows?
All right. Christine, 37. About Christine, there is no bio. Imagine that, Johnny. No bio.
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me this beautiful woman on an expensive boat in an exotic location with no bio is so needy and desperate for a date that she is here on Bumble, hoping that you, Uncle Bill, will swipe right on her?
Yeah, Johnny, that sounds about accurate.
Man, well, she must really have it rough out there. You know what it is? She probably owns that boat and is all alone on this exotic vacation and just wishes she could come here to go to Newton Falls, scoop you up, and just bring her with you, take you out on that boat, and show you the world.
What can I say, Johnny? There's only
above and below deck.
There's only one of me. I'm one of one. If she's trying to get with me, that's exactly what she's got to do, Johnny. She's got to come here to Newton Falls and get me, brother. I got too much to do to travel to her.
She's going to have a hell of a time navigating the Mahoning River in that thing.
I'm telling you. I'll be impressed if she gets to Lake Erie.
Points to it on a globe. No, I mean, it really is kind of one of those things where this is such a vague thing to put out there. So you're putting really attractive beach pictures that were obviously intentionally and quite frankly professionally taken. So you went to that effort, but you didn't go to the effort to fill out a bio if you're really actually on here looking for a date or looking for romance. My question is this: how many messages in is this person going to ask you to go and talk on a different app or to come to her OnlyFans or whatever happens? You know what we haven't looked for, Uncle Bill?
What's that?
You know, our nephews are probably screaming at the screen right now. Does she have an Instagram?
Well, sorry to disappoint, nephews. There is nothing in here but a couple pictures for y'all to swipe on.
So she's not like, so here's the thing. She's not like farming. So it's not that. She's not trying to get people to follow any of her social media for monetization. So why else would she put all these beautiful, perfect professional pictures up and then have nothing to say on a dating site if she's looking for somebody to date?
Well, Johnny, there are women out here, and we do have to talk about this, nephews. And I got to tell you, I'm not sure if this is a case with this woman. I don't have enough information to make a solid call on this, but there are women out here that just want attention. They want to waste your time, or they're going to breadcrumb you. They are going to make you think that you can meet up with them, but that they're always going to have something at the last minute come up, something more important. And a lot of guys,
I live so far away. I live so far away from you, but I have a $400 repair I need to do on my car so that I can come see you.
Right.
So no, I mean, but see, and all those possibilities, and that's if this isn't just simply spam.
All right. Well, she's an attractive looking woman. If there'd have been something in here, I might have swiped on this profile.
Yeah, just for shits and gigs. I mean,
tells me is that she's looking for someone that can take her on vacations like this.
If she's real, yeah.
So we're gonna pass on this one. Let's see if we can get one more in tonight.
Thanks for playing, Christine.
Filter set 23 to 52. We keep getting these older women tonight, Johnny.
That got to live. Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
All right, let me preview it real quick first. This will probably be the last one we do tonight.
All right.
Let me check the comments too while we're over here. Yeah, Stacy knows it too. She says that may be a phishing profile.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely, and that's it's funny. I like that they call it that because it really is just putting a line out there. The next sucker that has a credit card and pension for whatever he's seeing in the picture.
All right, I'm gonna run this one too, Johnny.
Here we go.
Nephews. This is what we get sometimes. These are the random profiles. We don't cherry pick these. This is what Bumble has given us this evening. AG 46. No bio. Nothing but pictures. Gentlemen, she didn't respect you enough to type a single word into her profile. And that's exactly it. Yeah. Swiping on women like this.
No, that's exactly right. It's well, I would say something, but hi, I'm hot.
All right. So my standards are what they are. We are not going to entertain this for very long. Okay. Let me check out the next one. Johnny, I get excited when they're like, when I know they're nurses.
Here we go. That's the
no, I'll skip it tonight. I won't.
That's the scrub phenomenon right there.
Well, hold on one second. See, I think I should be able to. Oh, wow. All right. Hold on. I'm previewing it. I'm trying to do 2 or 3 things at once.
All right, man. Take your time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be our last profile. Give me 1 second. I wanted to do something else too.
All right, those of you watching, get ready in the comments. We want to hear we want to hear a left or a right, or we want to see a left or a right out of you.
All right, hold on. I apologize. I should have had something like this ready beforehand. But I realize our nephews sometimes need visual examples, I should say. So I got them. All right. So
here we go.
No, I'll kill the algorithm if I do this. What I'm going to do, Johnny. Okay. Maybe if I word it different.
Published then.
Maybe I should word it differently. You know what? Let's just go on to the next profile. But look, okay. I know you guys. All right. This is why I love nurses, because I know how they really are. And I'm about to show you guys how nurses really are. Is that wait? Did it not? Did it come up?
It did.
Hold on. There you go. I'm telling you, nephews, in my experience, nurses, I love them. I'll swipe on a nurse anytime. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I've dated a couple of those. They're fun. Yeah, and we got to leave it at that, don't we?
We have to. Okay, so she's a surgical tech.
All right.
I'm already interested.
That's not a nurse.
Okay, I'm not into couples.
I'm kidding.
That's funny.
Bless that bitch.
That's what she's got to put out there. Ambition and intelligence is my biggest turn on for me.
Bless that bitch.
I mean, I believe
bonus points if you can make me laugh. I have one kid full time. Not a fan of country. I like a man who knows how to be one.
Bless that bitch.
Boom. Now, see, putting that together with the laughter thing, I would have said the laughter thing was the company line, but when you put that and pair it with the fact that with that last sentence, you know, again, she's looking for someone to lead. I mean, really, in not so many words, that is what she's asking for, gentlemen. All those things that you're told are toxic. All those things that you're told are you know, outdated and, you know, 1950s America. No, this is your ability to take the lead in a way that she wants to follow. The simple truth is, if she doesn't want to follow your lead, she simply won't. All right. Once you learn how to lead and do that way, you know, you're supposed to do as a man, she will follow that. The right one will follow that. But you're going to have to earn it, man.
Well, Johnny, it says she's looking for something casual. I really like what she's saying here. And I got to tell you, I run into this all the time. The women on Bumble, they're looking for me. I'm him. I'm that guy they're looking for. So I might just bless her, swipe on this profile, and introduce her to a man that could change her life. Oh, looky here. My real life superpowers is I have dreams and then it happens.
Bless that bitch.
And I love women with
I'm gonna go ahead and say that she's probably used to having a couple of other superpowers amongst some of the more easily swayed men. Yeah.
What she's talking about though are premonitions. And if she's really tapped in like that, then she's probably more my type than I originally thought. If she's not capping.
Well, and see, a statement like that, I would say, is conversation inspiring. I mean, I think that would be worth a talk to figure that part out, at least, if nothing else.
All right. My personal hell is spiders. Okay. We might be able to negotiate this because
I'm with her on the spiders, man. I'm not going to lie.
The spiders, I will get the spider and take it outside. Okay. Because I don't want to kill anything. You know, they're trapped here too in the firmament, just like us. So it's all love here.
Eat all the other bugs then. Just, you know, stay in your corner.
I'm taking spiders outside, dog.
All right. Oh, no, man. Like, hey, you know, if it's summertime and you got flies all over the place, he can stay. Just keep eating the flies. That's all I have.
So what makes a relationship great is transparency. And I'm going to swipe on his profile because she is being very transparent that she's looking for something casual.
Yeah, this is something. This is definitely something where, you know, she's being honest with you and herself, and yeah, I mean, if that's what two consenting adults want, do it.
All right, Johnny, we're gonna run this next profile because it says in our bio, no kids. This will be our last one for the night. That's 2 swipes. So maybe Johnny, you'll get 3 out of me if Megan can pull this off. Think she's built for that chat? You think she's got it in her? Let's see.
I mean, girl named Megan can go either way, I've learned.
Well, it will go better for me if it said we had common interest yoga. I'd be a little more interested then. You know what I'm saying? She was a yoga woman. 5'7", medical device sales, respiratory therapist, no kids, dog lover, golden retriever mom, no BS. Okay, I don't not like it. There's nothing about no hookups. There's nothing about. Okay. Drink socially. Damn, she didn't put anything else in here either.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that there's a little bit, but it still doesn't tell us a whole lot.
No, because
and again, this is kind of doing just a little above that bare minimum of putting pretty pictures up there and minimizing what you're writing. And honest to God, without my glasses, she kind of looks like a profile we've already seen tonight.
Okay, well, I always say if there's no bio, I'm not swiping on him. So she did put in a little bit. The work stuff is boring. I don't care about what she does for a job. That doesn't make us compatible.
Right. I mean, and ladies, again, that's not a thing for us.
The kids, that's good information. And I have no problem with the woman having kids. I like it when they disclose it. So she's saying she doesn't have kids. So I know this woman's going to have more free time to follow me around and be obsessed with me.
Yeah, spontaneity is going to be a big part of any kind of relationship that's going to end up resulting from that. And that's going to be awesome.
Dog lover, golden retriever mom. Bro, I'm showing up with like little milk bones in my pockets for the dog. And like the dog is going to love me so much. And this, like, listen. You really want to get to, if it's a dog mom, you really want to get to her heart, be good to that dog. And when that dog learns to love you and wants to be with you, it can be playful with the woman where she's kind of jealous that the dog wants to spend time with you. Like, you got to have a little bit of game about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that does happen too. It's and when you genuinely love those animals, I think that's going to pretty much happen naturally anyway.
All right, she's 22 miles away. I don't know, chat. What do y'all think?
I think it's a little bit too far to go for someone who hasn't really told you much about herself. And I would expect short answers in the messages. I really would.
Stacy says nurses and paralegals, we are freaks and wild. Hey, she's
bless that bitch.
She's right on point about that too. Paralegals too.
You ain't got to tell us, but do tell the young men out there because look, maybe it's my own personal preference, but like Bill, I got to say, nurses are kind of where it's at, man.
All right. Danielle, she says, I'm just sitting here waiting for Johnny to put his glasses on again and take a step back so he can read.
Man, I got to say, it's
Johnny.
Hey, man, it's she ain't wrong. These the one thing I wish you could do at the gym is strengthen your vision. Unfortunately, we can't do that.
All right, well, I got to make a decision, swipe left or swipe right and end the show. I don't want to swipe right just to get 3. I don't want to swipe left just because, well, she did put some effort into it, but I don't know if she put a lot of effort into it. And when I see a woman put a lot of effort into her profile, I know she's going to put a lot of effort into me. So,
or at least it's going to show more effort that she could potentially put into you. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the profile is just your foot in the door, and without a bio, my thing is you must not want that door to open too badly. I mean, or you've got so many doors that are open that it doesn't matter to you, which is most likely the case. You know, she's going to get her share of swipes anyway. She's going to get her share of DMs anyway, and so does she care about 2 knuckleheads from PA and Ohio swiping her left on her? Probably not. She's going to have 10 more right swipes for every left swipe she gets. But the important thing, gentlemen, is that right swipe is not going to be built tonight.
Pass. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight, Johnny.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, great show. We had a good time with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves.
Hey, thank all you ladies. I just thank you so much for participating in the show, being in the chat. I love y'all so much. It's all love here. All right, Johnny, Absolutely. We'll be back Monday night. We'll ask your favorite uncles. And next Friday, August 8th, I will be live streaming my stomach tattoo. Dempsey. All right. So that's what I got, bro. We're gonna do a Bumble show next week too. But I'm gonna do 3 live streams next week. The uncles, the Bumble. I'm gonna live stream another tattoo appointment a little bit differently this time, probably on TikTok. But I'll put the link up on Facebook and everything for that.
Remember, guys, until Monday, if you drink, don't drive. And if you drive, don't park. Because accidents cause people. Good night.